Don't watch me, watch Nolazine TV. It's the best video ever and subscribe to it.
Hey, it's Saint Bodhi and you're now watching Nolazine TV.
Okay, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so tell everybody where you from.
I am from South Central LA and partly Lancaster. I was out there for a minute.
Okay, so like growing up, I'm like, who influenced you for us to like start making music?
Nina Simone, Eartha Kitt, Kurt Cobain, Kendrick Lamar, Andre 3000, Erykah Badu.
Okay, well I kind of figure it was your type of vibes already. I can feel that. So like tell us. I'm like, how long? I'm like, have you been doing music though?
I've been doing music since I was like 13, probably before then, but I started taking it seriously at 17. I did that too when he was in it.
Good, man.
I've been doing music since I want to say 7 is when I found my passion, but then I started taking it seriously when I was 17.
Oh, thank good. So, also, I'm like, do you have any projects coming up?
I have a project coming out with Nephew in March, and then I'm working on another project with Dahi right now.
Okay. But that sounds like it's going to be an interesting project.
I got 2 EPs coming out. I got one I just finished. That's coming out in March, and another EP I'm about to put out, and then I'm putting out an LP before the end of the year, too.
So let's talk about your, creative, process, and dropping both of them projects.
Tequila, bad relationships.
Let's get on bad relationships.
And processing just myself, a lot of self-reflecting for those projects.
Would you like to get into the part about bad relationships? What happened?
Well, I was recently in a bad relationship, and then I found the love of my life. But I was
love
in a bad.
life?
That's my love of my life.
I can see the chemistry of how y'all doing.
But yeah, for this particular project, my ex was a big influence on the slight aggression in that record, or in my records.
So what's your vibe now? Like since you found like the love of your life.
I'm still talking shit. I'm still gonna talk my shit the next EP, but I'm chilling. I'm not as high stressed. I don't feel like, yeah.
But the best music come from toxic shit.
It is, but I feel like I need to. I'm happy now, so I get to process the toxic shit healthier now. Better.
Yeah,
think about it.
As a music artist, everybody has like that. I'm like growing process of going through music. It's a growing thing.
It's what it is too. I feel like music is a little difficult when you in it. Like when you dealing with some foul shit, it's hard to really translate it until afterwards.
I definitely respect that.
Yeah.
So tell everybody, what's the average day like for you?
Average day is waking up, getting dressed, talking to my family, and working, or going to the studio. Literally basic lifestyle.
Basic?
I have a basic lifestyle. I just work.
So you want like working artist.
I work. Like I'm like where we interviewing, where I'm about to be at, what I'm hosting, what studio session I'm doing, what opportunity. All I do is work. Like I don't play around.
Okay. So that but I did my little research 5 minutes ago. I ain't gonna lie, everybody.
Did you?
Yeah. So you are a signed artist.
Yes.
So tell everybody. I'm like, how long have you been signed? Mm-hmm. And like, how long have you been working on that deal actually before you got signed?
Ooh, so that deal with Def Jam took 4 days.
Okay. Because everybody don't know that. Like everybody think it's just that one day, like this record label's gonna pull up on you and it's gonna go done. Like explain a little bit about that process.
I'll tell you the story. I was a writer at first, and so I was working on Beyonce stuff, Rihanna's. I just got a nomination for Kurt Franklin, Lecrae, and then I was doing all my writing stuff, and then I had a bidding war out for me. So Republic was trying to get me, Motown was trying to get me, and then Def Jam came. This dude named Steve-O, he works with like Nipsey, and Steve-O heard me. I liked his vibe. He flew out to LA, had a contract in his hand. I signed the next day, and then the next week I was paid. So I kind of like chose Steve-O over everybody. I'm going with Steve-O. And then plus he understood me. Like he understood what it's like being like a chick from the hood and stuff. So he got it.
Right. Like most artists don't actually go through the bidding war part.
Yeah, I went to a
like
bidding war.
most artists, I'm the first person that come to them.
Nah, absolutely not.
So like that's the reason why I actually just that process of just like I do this one or
I'm quick to say I say no to certain producers. Like I said no to my first publishers that tried to sign me. It took me a while to be like, all right, I like Sony. And then when Def Jam came around, I was in the middle of finishing a deal with another label, and then when Steve-O came around, I was like, I fuck with you. And that's the only reason him and Paul is the only reason why I signed to Def Jam.
Dope.
Yeah.
And I can see congratulations in front.
Thank you.
Front the camera. Okay, so let's get into this. Tell us, what do you enjoy most about being a music artist, and also what do you hate most about being a music artist?
I enjoy the attention and the love that I get. I enjoy knowing that my art is touching people, because some people be hitting me up in my DM like on some, you saved my relationship or you saved my life. So that's cool, being a mentor to certain people. What I don't like, after I perform, I get so heavy. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like spiritually, I get heavy, and I just be like, damn, I need like 2 days to myself. That's the only thing I don't like about being an artist, is that I could feel everybody's energy.
Oh, so you have like bad energy sometimes, you feel that?
Well, you just feel everyone's energy. It's not even that bad. It's just that it's like you just feel heavy, like as if people just suck the soul out of your body, and you gotta
Because I'm sure about that. Like,
you gotta recharge your battery.
Energy right now?
No, you got good energy. You solid. You solid. But like, I feel like you gotta replug yourself up to the wall or something, because you just get tired.
Well, they don't got no plugs behind me.
Oh my God.
I had to look like I don't think they got them behind me. Okay, I respect that. So, how did you actually come up with your name?
Oh God. Okay, so I took a year off of music, and I was like low-key kind of depressed, and so I just did like a year of prayer, and I read this book about Buddha sitting under this tree called the Bodhi tree to find enlightenment. So I gave up everything just to pray. And then Saint came from, I was dating this dude, and I was in love with him, and I found out he was married the whole time. And so I told him that he will forever remember me, because I basically took his name, and I was like, Saint Bodhi, and so he'll ever remember the bullshit that he did to me. You're going to remember me. You're going to see me when you drive. You're going to see my name.
Actually, how do you feel about that? Because I can hear a lot of females, actually go through that, because you don't know.
I had no idea.
The process of actually dating a man, you don't actually know if he married until you really get that close with him. Actually married men, they can actually sleep out now.
Yeah.
So it's you would never know a person married.
I met the bitch. That's
damn.
It was she didn't even let me know. I met the girl and everything, and it was
That's
this
scary.
Weird
That's some plotting shit.
It was weird, and then he went missing for a couple of days, and she eventually came out clean. Where's my husband? And I was like, you're who? And she was like, we're married. And I'm like, my nigga,
why you didn't tell me that when you met me?
Yeah, bitch, you met me. I met her in Reno. I'm like, you met me. It was fucked up.
Damn.
Yeah. It was shady.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, fuck him.
But at least you found the love of your life.
I found the love of my life.
Blessings, huh?
Yes, I sure did.
So tell your fans something about you that you don't show on your social media.
I play hella video games, watch a whole bunch of anime, and I love sci-fi and horror movies. I'm such a nerd.
Hey.
I'm a nerd for sure.
So tell us, what separates you from other artists?
I think my transparency. Really transparent with what I say. I don't have a filter.
Okay.
I mean, I don't only just talk about my poom poom and shit. You know what I mean? Most women, they're like, oh, I don't have a filter. I just talk about, whatever. But I talk about real shit, growing up, in LA. That a lot of women don't even relate to.
I got you. So, basically, if you wasn't doing music, what do you think you'll be doing?
I'd probably be a lawyer or a detective.
Why?
Because I will find out some shit on that ass. I'm telling you, after my ex did that shit, I'd be like,
I'm gonna do my research.
Reverse number search, background check. You playing with people.
Okay. So, growing up in Compton.
South Central.
So I'm sorry. In South Central.
Mm-hmm.
Well, growing up in Cali, LA area, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, what your upbringing was. Just to actually make you become one music artist and just being influenced.
I think I was always around music, but LA wasn't. You got the good part of LA, then you got the bad parts of LA. I was more so in the.
So I can
I feel like Baldwin Hills is nice. Inglewood's a cool area and shit. Hawthorne is cool. I was in South Central. I was on 95th in Vermont, which is not totally bad, but the situation that I lived in was a little shitty. So it was a little. I seen a lot of people die. That's all I'm saying. I've been in my car.
How, like just watching all that, like impacted your music.
I mean, I talk about it in my music. It gives you a lot of PTSD and ADHD.
I was actually just telling someone like I think I had PS. You know,
PTA.
Yeah, it's here, right? I've been drinking, but like I think I had that since like a kid. Cause like it's like the more you see it. You just get like immune to it.
You get immune to it, but
and
you got like body triggers. Like I know there's a lot of people twitch
like,
and shit. Yeah.
You be like, what? Like, is this normal?
No, it's not normal.
I want to put it like I'm like.
This is in Iraq.
But they got like a white kid who lives in a suburb. He probably gonna never experience none of his friends get killed. Or they gonna die from natural shit.
Yeah.
A black kid growing in the hood, like somebody you went to school all your life might get killed.
Yep.
Might get killed while you going to school.
Normal in front of you.
And that's some shit you gotta deal with and make you stronger. And that's why I feel like us being black as a whole, like from a hood, I feel like we got superpowers.
I feel like we can take a lot.
We got superpowers.
We can take a lot and we understand a lot.
Because like we can hold that in without breaking down. Like, you know, like I saw white people break down after seeing one person get like somebody who they don't even know. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I say we got superpowers.
We do have superpowers.
We got superpowers. All right. So what's your advice to a younger artist that's trying to follow on maybe your footsteps?
I would say don't lose hope, for one, and then for two, listen. Like I feel like I had this problem. I didn't listen to a lot of people around me, and I didn't want to take advice. I thought I knew everything, and that was like a little step back for me when I thought I knew everything. And just discern your situations properly. Like everybody don't have the answers, but at least be able to let people feed you light, especially if they believe in you.
Definitely got that.
Yeah.
So I want to just know your situation. So actually, what made you move from like California to the down south to Texas?
Some shit happened in LA. And
like all the labels in like LA, like, you know.
Well, I mean, like some shit happened in LA that I just need to kind of like get away from. Yeah, and so I'm just like, and I didn't tour up California, like, you know, Beverly Hills, North Hollywood, Burbank, like I know everybody know me, so I'm like,
you did it all.
I'm over it. Like I was the writer behind the scenes, you know what I mean, for years, and so now I got my spotlight. I might move from Texas in a year and go somewhere else, you know. Right. I'm living my best life.
So like being a writer, like, you know. Personally, me, I never interviewed a writer before, but I want to ask is like being a writer. How is your reaction when you write a song and it go platinum and like you're not on it?
You're not singing it?
Yeah, like you're not singing it at all. Like
Dude.
what's your impression? Because I'm like, damn, I could be making show money too instead of this check they gave me for writing.
It don't bother me. It don't even bother me. I think there was one incident where I really wanted to stay on the hook for this record, and they ended up putting this girl on the hook for this record, and that's the one I got nominated for the Grammy and shit. And I'm just like, fuck, like, but it was my fault because I was
nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah, but I felt like, but it was for a Krishna record. Yeah, it was a whole. I didn't even know how that happened. I don't even know how that happened. But like, I was like, fuck, like, in my A&R was like, because I was gonna say like, nah, y'all can't have the record. Like, y'all can't even do the record. Fuck y'all. I was like being super bullheaded, and like they talked me down to at least giving them the hook. And I was like, all right, cool, you can have the hook. And then when I heard that shit, I was like, fuck, man, I could have had way more if I wasn't so stubborn. You know what I mean?
Right. But also, you know, but you also, I'm like, but like for as a Christian rapper, like. I don't think you try to go like in that lane, right? I'm
not trying to go that lane,
so
and that was
And your label's probably actually kind of like she not like like actually as soon as you actually sign to a label, they have like a direction where they trying to push you.
No, I wish they would try that. No.
I
got full creative freedom. I'm not, because I'm like, don't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? That's like
that's a good thing. Like most artists don't have that.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Most artists sign deals. They gotta actually do what the label tell them.
No,
or they can't do nothing.
I mean, you fall. There's
certain. Out for real.
I mean, there's certain protocols. Like, you know, if you want to release a record, you can't just be like, I'm going to release this record tomorrow. Like, you got to put it in like DSPs and shit to be able to benefit you.
Right.
You know what I
like
mean?
most artists don't know that. Like everybody just like rush to sign it, but you like it's like a lot of pros.
You gotta have a good lawyer. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like this is what I want. I don't like this. Fuck you on that.
Right.
And plus I had a bidding war, so it's like I could get away with it.
So speak on that. How important it is to actually have a lawyer on your side when you're about to sign
It's
the deal?
more important to have a good lawyer outside of a manager.
Right.
Like you don't even need a manager if
Yeah.
you got a good lawyer, especially a connected lawyer.
Yeah, you don't need a manager. You mainly
You need
like far as me looking in and out, you need a manager until you actually have stuff to manage.
stuff to manage.
But you need an entertainment lawyer or something like somebody who like for like the contract business.
Yes.
And you need a good publicist.
A good. There you go. That's
need.
all you need. A good publicist or a
I
lawyer
speak
who
highly
knows
of it.
everybody. T minus. He don't have. You know him. He a producer. OVO. He don't have not one manager. Never been managed. But his
But
lawyer
speaking of
knows
OVO,
everyone.
Drake came to Young Money with all that. That's what people don't know.
Really?
Drake came to Young
Well,
Money
he
with
was
a
a-
publicist and everything.
he was an
Because
actor.
kind of he was already in the industry, but it actually helped him build faster. All he needed was a cosign, and he got it. And look
Big
at him now.
facts. Yeah.
But like most people didn't know that. Like like I know the Young Money artists that was there too. And they were like, man, Drake had everything. Like all that's just depending on Wayne.
He had
And
that mind.
He had
He's
a
smart.
publicist. He had this going on. He was ready. Like he just needed Lil Wayne to say, man, I'm fucking with Drake. That's all he really needed.
Give me my money and tag
got
me.
it.
Tag me.
And he got it. So like 3 years from now, I'm like, where do you see your music career going?
3 years from now, hopefully winning that Grammy. Hopefully doing my world tour. Hopefully getting done
I'm
with
gonna be
that
proud
world
of you
tour.
with that, Graham. I'm gonna post the interview again.
I'm
She
a-
said it on Nolazine TV.
I hope so. And then I'm gonna venture off into film and stuff. Like I write, so I want to venture off into my film and kind of figure out how to merge those two together.
That would be dope.
Yeah, I'm taking it baby steps. I got realistic
Hey,
goals.
you can't rush to everything.
I don't
You
want
gotta be
to.
strategic.
I want to like 40 years old. Then maybe I'm like, all right, I sell my masters.
At 40 years, you ain't gotta show your face too much.
You know, like, I got like 4 artists underneath me. They more famous. I'm that route.
But that's also the goal, to bring younger artists to keep you relevant.
There's one artist I've been thinking about, like kind of like having her shadow over me. So
You
I'm
don't see
already.
a damn till you put in the contract.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah, she mine. No, fuck that. I ain't gonna put her shit up. She's mine. She's from Barbados too. That's why she's mine. I'm not
Claimed
even.
her. Oh, yeah.
I claimed her.
You claimed her?
I claimed her.
Yeah. Email sending paperwork right now.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, I didn't put her in a couple things already too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. So tell us, I'm like, what's next for you? Like, do you plan on dropping your own like merch line, restaurant?
Working
Tell
on
us about
merch.
everything.
Working on merch right now. I'm working. Hopefully working on a book. I'm not in the book world, but I want to figure out how to get in there. And then my acting career, I want to get back into that.
Cool.
Yeah.
And also, last but not least, tell everybody where can they find you at on social media and just every music platform.
Or just follow me on Instagram. Go ahead. But I need to get my followers up. So Instagram is st.bodhi, BODHI. And then, just Instagram. And Spotify. You can do Spotify and Pandora. Apple Music.
Cool. And we done.
Yay.
Nolazine, make them scream. Nolazine. Make them SCREAM. Scream. Nolazine, make them scream. You heard me.